Hello everybody, thank you for being here with me in my YouTube channel, Cocinando con el Alex, which in English means cooking with Alex. Okay, my friends, today I have a delicious recipe. I learned how to make this kind of dessert since I was young. You know, my mom used to make them. My grandmother, you know, in every holiday or get together, you know, when the family got together, we used to have pies like this. But I want to say hi to my two sisters, Patty Gonzalez and Laura Elena, because they were my mentors. You know, my sister helped me a lot on how to cook all this, and this is what I'm making, my friends. This is pineapple pie. I hope you enjoy it. Let's go see the ingredients and let's make it. Thank you. Okay, my friends, here I have 20 ounces of pineapple. It's diced pineapple. And I also reserve the juice that comes in the can. I have about 2/3, and I'm gonna use it to dilute my 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. I also have 1 teaspoon of cinnamon and 2 tablespoons of sugar, 2 tablespoons of butter, and a pinch of salt. And that's all that we're gonna need for the filling. Okay, so we're gonna initiate by cooking the pineapple. We have a skillet. I'm gonna cook it at high temperature, not all the way to the top, but it's gonna be in a high temperature. Right now I'm gonna dissolve my cornstarch into my pineapple juice, and we wanna make sure there is no lumps. Okay, once that we're done, we pour or mix into our skillet, and we continue to cook for a few more minutes. Now we're gonna add the cinnamon. The 2 tablespoons of sugar. And the 2 tablespoons of butter. I almost forgot to add the salt, but here we go. Here comes the salt as well. Altogether, it's gonna take about 5 minutes of cooking time, and you know you want to cook until you get a jelly consistency. And once that you get that consistency, we're gonna turn the stove off. We're gonna let it cool while we prepare our dough. And for the dough, we have 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour, wheat flour, and I have a 1/2 cup reserved to add on as consistency requires. I also have 2.5 bars of butter, a tablespoon of vanilla, I also have a pinch of salt and half a cup of sugar. We have 1 egg and water. The water is gotta be cold, and we're going to add it onto our dough as required. As for consistency, we're going to go 1 spoon at a time until we get the consistency that we desire. And we're going to start by creating a fountain here, a circle right in the middle of the flour, to start adding on my ingredients. So we're going to start with the half cup of sugar. I'm going to add the egg. I'm going to use the vanilla as well. And the salt I'm gonna pour around the edge so that way combines evenly throughout the dough. We're gonna go ahead and combine our butter as well. And I am going to mix all this very, very quick. Just kidding, I'm just fast forwarding it. Okay, once the liquid ingredients are all together, I'm gonna proceed. I'm gonna go ahead and add the flour by hand. And this is how we're gonna add our water. A tablespoon, it would be helpful, and we're gonna go one by one so we don't put too much water into our dough. Once our dough is combined and put all together, we're going to go ahead and divide it in 2 equal parts, equal portions, to make our crust for the pie and also the top for the decorations. Once you divided your dough, go ahead and wrap it up in plastic film and refrigerate them for about 20 minutes. Okay, in the meantime, while our dough is refrigerating, we're going to go ahead and grease our container, the pie container. We're going to put butter all around the bottom and the walls. And I also going to add flour, all-purpose flour. That way is to prevent from sticking. And after 20 minutes, we're going to work on standing of dough to create our cross. Spread some flour on your countertop or working table to prevent for the dough to stick into the table or your roller. Make sure you have plenty of flour on that table And on top of the dough, make sure to add flour to the roller as well. And we're going to stand our dough in a circle and make sure it's bigger than the size of the dish that you're going to use to bake your pie in. And with the help of a roller, like as you can see, we're going to go really careful rolling it up to help us install the dough into our dish right here. You'll see. Very careful. Now all you have to do is make sure to stick everything, the dough to the dish as tight as you can as possible without damaging the dough. And I would cut off the excess dough, but reserve it. Don't get rid of it, because we're gonna use it at the end of whenever we're done decorating the pie. By this time, our filling should be cold, or a good enough temperature for us to dump it into our pie. And we're going to spread the filling evenly, just to make sure you have enough filling all over the pie. Okay, my friends, I have an egg right here, and I'm gonna reserve it. I'm gonna use it after I work with my the other half of my dough, and we're gonna extend it as well, the same way we did it on the first time. Now that I extended the dough to the size that about the same size as the previous time we did it, I'm gonna use the help of a pizza cutter to cut some strips. Some people like to do them thin, but I rather have them thick. I think they look better, and they're a lot easier to handle. I cut them about the width of 3 fingers each. This part, the dough doesn't have to be very pretty, because you're gonna make it look good once that you install the dough onto your pie. I'll show you how I'll do it. And here I'm gonna utilize that egg as a glue for my strips to stick onto the dough on the dish already. Okay, I grab this fork to poke the bottom of the dough with it, so that way whenever it bakes evenly, and it will bulk up inside the oven. And here we're going to start with the first strip. I'm gonna center it right in the middle of the pie. And my next one, I'm gonna center it across, horizontal, right in the middle as well. Now for the next two, I'm going to put them right on top of the one across. And my other two, I'm going to install on the pie, but I want to make sure that the one in the middle is folded in half. And then put it right back. Same here to the other side. And that's it, my friends. All you have to do is trim the leftovers off. And all that dough that is left over, we're gonna use to roll it up and cover all of the imperfections. So I'm gonna roll it up like that in a cylinder shape and cover up all of the imperfections. Now all you have to do is try to make your pie look pretty as you can. It doesn't have to be perfect. This is the good thing about this dough, is just very user friendly. Now I'm going to go ahead and use that egg that we have reserved, and I'm going to varnish all the dough with it all the way around the strips. And that is going to give it a really nice color once that it bakes. And this is the way it looks after you are done. Now all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pour some sugar all around it, and that's gonna give it a really good flavor, crunch, and a really nice color. It's gonna make it really easy in the eyes. Okay, my friends, now I'm just gonna bake it at 350 degrees for about 45 minutes. And I already took it out of the oven, let it cool for a little bit, and look at that. Look at that color. You can see it looks delicious. It's about perfectly cooked. You can see the sugar, all the crisp around it. This smells delicious. You can smell the cinnamon. You can smell the pineapple and the butter. It smells delicious. You can enjoy this pie with your friends, with family. You can take it to work or share it with your co-workers. You can use it in your business if you have your business too. And man, I don't know. All that's left for me is to try to. We're gonna try it. We're gonna cut it open for you to see what it looks like inside. And we're gonna try it. Okay, my friends, look at this. This is the end result. You can see all the crust is delicious. You can see all the crispy sugar. The stuffing is delicious. I can't wait to try this. I would love for you to make this at home. Enjoy it with your family, with friends. You know, take it to work. I don't know. Whatever that is up to you. But I can hardly wait to try this. But before I do that, I would like to encourage you to sign up for my channel, subscribe to my channel, give me a like, make a comment, and enjoy this beauty. Thank you so much for being with me. I'll see you next time. Thank you. Look at that. Wow. It's just delicious. Cinnamon. My friends, you gotta make it. You have to make it and enjoy it. See you next time.